Good morning and welcome to Thursday Thoughts Today. On this, look at that beautiful sunny day. Today I have been, this week I should say, I've been inspired by a very, do you all know James Patterson? My life is full of James Patterson. He's a number one, he's an amazing author. He's a kid's author, I thought, but he hasn't. He's written loads of adult books, as a lot of them have. And not only that, but he's as old as Dylan's grandma. And he was on with Mel this week, and it was such a lovely podcast. He's written a book called Number One Dad, and I just listened, and I took some really great things from the podcast. And they've steered my week. They've gone on my board. Okay, the board is there because it fell on me so many times last week when I was trying to do it. The first thing that I took from the pod was he talks about Thinkeracy. And he taught, his mum's a teacher, she was a teacher for years and years. And he obviously talks about it in terms of literacy, but Thinkeracy, and how that's one of the most important things that kids, that teachers can help teach kids at school, and how we can help teach kids at school, because Thinkeracy is a dying art. And it really got me thinking, because, what did he mean by Thinkeracy? Well, he explored it and he explained it a little bit more about basically encouraging kids to think. Dunno, can't do, dunno, can't do that. It's very much becoming closed, and I think that's because obviously kids are, yes, there's obviously the overstimuli that's going on, but opening up their minds to and allowing them to be bored and play and just really be creative, and how Thinkeracy and time to think allows you to do that. And it is a dying art, and it's not just dying out for kids. I think it's a dying art for us. And the next two things, Go Chop Wood and Hungry Dogs Run Faster, I think an example that I lead into with Go Chop Wood is this morning on my phone. I've had the time to flip two things to my friend Ali about posture and exercises that you can do to really help your back, because we both struggle in that way. I just flipped them on, I didn't do them. But I thought, no, this is just a prime example of Thinkeracy. I need time not only to explore that idea, but to actually do it. Because go chop wood. If you want wood, go chop wood. If I want to be able to stretch and move pain-free, then I've got to have time. I've got to actually go chop wood. I've got to do it. So I can't just flip it onto Ali. I've got to do these exercises. So I have. So my new rule is going to be, if I've got time to read it in this knowledge-rich, reading something and learning it is not enough. It's about the application. And that takes you back to Thinkeracy. So if I give myself the time to think and explore, and if kids have the time to think and explore, then obviously they'll naturally give you the time to the next stage is having the time to actually apply it and to do it, because you don't want to get to the point where Hungry Dogs Run Faster. That's great. You don't want to get to the point of starvation. For example, me with my back pain, I don't want to get to the point where I can't move anymore and it's so debilitating that I can't do the things that I want to do, when I could have and should have took that knowledge on board and applied it and done it, and had I given myself not only the blank page of thought to and time to apply that, then obviously I would have done. So yes, so I'm thinking very much about these things. Thinkeracy, I think it's brilliant, just having that. Literacy is great, and literacy is amazing, but Thinkeracy, space to think, space to free your mind, space to make sure you do the right things, going chopping wood, that space shouldn't be consumed with stuff, all right? Because knowledge and getting this knowledge, unless you go chop wood, unless you apply what you've learned, there's actually no point. And because you don't want to get to the point where you're starving until you basically have to. You want to be hungry to do it, to enable you. So I'm thinking about those things today, and those three things. You particularly the Thinkeracy, the time you need to, and the encouragement you need to use your brain and use your creativity and all the amazing things that brings. Again, if I just relate it to my cooking, I've got loads of things in the storeroom that, I want to explore these ingredients and I want to create some new dishes, but obviously because you're so busy doing all the time and doing the things that you always do, you obviously need to build in time to think and create and do with those new ingredients that I've just got sat there. So there you go. That's what I am thinking about. I'm thinking about Thinkeracy and how important it is. I'm thinking about going and chopping wood rather than just absorbing knowledge in this knowledge culture that we have and not doing anything with it. Okay? You've got to do something with it. You've got to go chop wood because you don't want to become a starving dog. All right, you want to be a hungry dog who runs faster. So you want it to enable you not to have starved so much that you can't run fast because you're starved. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking about. Thank you, James Patterson, for your inspiration this week. You continue to inspire my boy with your amazing books. Happy Thursday.